Have you ever set a goal for yourself? You establish something important like working out on a regular basis, only to find that shortly afterwards, you simply weren't taking the action to make that goal happen. You know what? It happens to everybody. And if you do some research, a lot of information is going to point to the idea that you lack discipline. You might even feel guilty and you think, why is it that I'm not doing this thing? I know it's healthy for me. I know that the person that I want to become works out on a regular basis. So you lack discipline, right? I'm not sure it's that simple. I want to submit to you that perhaps it's more of an identity problem, a challenge with your identity. Maybe you think of yourself as somebody who struggles to go to the gym on a regular basis. What if something switched in your head and all of a sudden you identified as somebody who never has a miss? You know, you just make it to the gym 6 days a week, or whatever the schedule would be. For me, it would be 3 resistance and 3 high intensity intervals with some recovery in between those days. Whatever, that's something we can talk about later. But the point is your identity. I know from personal experience when it came to quitting smoking, I struggled to quit smoking. See, I struggled to quit smoking. I was the guy that struggled. So I would quit, I'd start up again, I'd quit, I'd start up again. By the 8th time, something switched in my head and I just no longer considered myself a smoker. It was kind of nice. It was almost effortless in a sense that it's like, oh, my friends at work are going out for a smoke. Now, remember, I quit smoking like in '99 when it was turning to the year 2000. So it was like a big New Year's resolution. It had a lot of weight to it. It came true. It worked. But the difference was when I was at the break room or whatever situation it was, hey, we're going out for a smoke, Al. You want to join us? No, thanks. I don't smoke. You know, it was just that simple. So whatever it is that you're doing, like, do you want to read more? Do you want to identify yourself as somebody that goes to the gym on a regular basis? Do you want to be the person that doesn't overconsume sugar or crap food? I mean, pick a discipline, pick a thing. And that's the key, I believe, is having something change in your mindset, in your state, so to speak, that tells yourself, you're no longer the person that breaks those habits, or you're no longer the person that does the thing you're trying to change. So I believe that discipline is easiest when it becomes part of our identity, you know, just becoming the thing. What happens with fitness, reading, saving money, training, business, martial arts. At some point you stop doing the thing, you become the person, you change that, you become the person who does the thing. Like for now, when I'm going through this transformation in my life, although I don't consider myself an archer, I am the guy that goes out and shoots arrows before I do most anything else in my day. You know, maybe it's just a minimum of 6, but I get out there and do it. That's just part of who I am. So it's not a question of, oh, am I going to make it out there and do it? I just do it. You know, it's not a big deal. I know a recent video, I broke an arrow, well, I have more. So we're making forward progress there. But so that's what I think why people fail. They try to change the outcomes instead of identity. They say, I want to lose weight. I want to get rich. I want to get organized. Those are outcomes. A better question is, who would I need to become? All right, so how do you change your identity? Well, step 1, you got to pick an identity. Examples, I'm a reader, you know, I'm a runner. I'm a disciplined man. I'm someone who keeps promises to himself. But then the important thing is, as the theme of this channel so far is leaning to, you make a promise and keep it, but it's tiny pieces of action that build up. See, because when you make a small promise and you do it, and I know I've given some ridiculously small examples, but that builds a muscle in your body. You start to become to trust yourself again. Because think of the identity of the guy who sets the goal to go to the gym and you don't do it. You're like, fuck, I'm screwing myself up here. I'm a failure, I'm a loser. Maybe you got like really negative self-talk like that. It's like, no. When you make a promise that, you know what, I'll just go to the gym, put my running shoes on, my workout gear. I'm gonna get on the mat. I'm gonna pick up the lightest set of dumbbells and I'm gonna put them down. And if I wanna go home, great. And as dumb as that may sound to you, think about what happens. You got out of the house and you got to the gym. That's a big effing deal. And chances are, if you pick up the lightest dumbbells, you can maybe do a few. You can maybe do different motions. And since you're there anyways, you know, you might as well, I don't know, hit the vibration machine, hit the this, hit the that, do some recovery. If you don't feel well, do some stretching. But the point is, you've made that little promise that you're gonna go to the gym. And even if you don't do a workout, you made the promise, you're there. And again, it sounds stupid, but you build on that. You begin to trust yourself. More importantly, things don't creep into that time slot. That's a topic for a different day. point is, incremental change, changing your identity, trusting yourself again. You make those small promises, you begin to trust yourself, then you can trust yourself with bigger promises. For me, it was like 6 arrows, or writing 1 page in my journal in the morning, healthier meals. You know, every vote counts. Every action casts a vote for the person you're becoming. So protect the streak. This is where 30 days comes in, not because 30 days is magic, because repetition builds evidence. The brain starts believing the story. Never miss 2, all right? Like, I've had days in this challenge, posting 1 video a time. I haven't missed a post of a video, but I have missed going out to shoot the arrows, but not 2 days in a row. So missing once, that's an accident. That's something that happens once in a while. Life can get in the way, but promise yourself this: never miss 2 in a row, all right? If you miss twice, you know, now you're building a new identity. That's why I love the idea of never miss 2. It's identity protection. The real goal, it isn't discipline. It's becoming somebody you trust, all right? It's becoming somebody who follows through, a person that can look in the mirror and believe in himself. So this is exactly why I want to put together some of this information into a small package for free to give out to anybody that follows my channel. So you got to stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed, I would consider. I'd appreciate it if you did, because you know, you do want to stick with us. We are rebuilding together as a little community that we're starting to produce here. Anyways, every action today is casting a vote, not for what you do, for who you become. Choose carefully, because we are rebuilding. Stay with me.